So we're playing Turnabout. Lunchbillion's losing his mind, and I'm stuck with my roommate Ralphie the Rat. This is the worst day ever.
Okay, the
part 2,
the
baby.
defense isn't ready. Fine. Not ready.
Yes. Show humility in front of his honor. That's good.
Is he?
Man, I can't believe Trybien predicted Ace Attorney 6.
Is he?
Oh!
Is Payne getting off on
I thought
this?
this came out
what?
after Ace Attorney 6. Not that it matters anyway. We shall start regardless of whether you're ready or not. Here I come.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Just give me a
So
chance
yes,
to
he
pull
was
my
getting
pants up.
off on it. Right away, Your Honor.
This is the worst
On
episode we've ever
April
done of the show.
72nd at around 5:05 p.m.,
That
the
would be
police were contacted about an intruder, about a murder. I can't read this, man.
Yeah.
The police arrived at the scene in less than 5 seconds to discover that someone had been murdered. The victim was Maya Fey, master of Crane Village and former assistant at the Wright & Company law offices. The autopsy report states that the victim died at 5... I can't read with that number. 117?
501.
I think it's 5...
501. That makes more sense.
Come on, Tar. Even I can read that one.
I could.
The cause of death was a stab wound to the esophagus, which is absolutely physically possible.
That's so confident there, Payne.
Statement.
Excellent question, Your Honor! This knife was found lodged in the victim's throat. It has Maya Fey's blood on it, and the fingerprints on the knife belong to Maya Fey. Knife added
It
to the court
belongs
record.
to Edgeworth? Oh, it is the same knife. I know that because it was used to cause my death very slowly in the other timeline. Hold it. Hold
Thankfully.
on just 1 second there, Mr. Payne. How can you be
One
sure?
Mississippi?
How can you be sure that the victim's fingerprints are conclusive that Maya stabbed the victim? Okay.
Tisk tisk, Mr. Wright. Let me finish. For you see,
He really is getting
there
off.
were a total of 3 witnesses at the crime scene.
Whoa!
A lot of witnesses. Yes, 3 witnesses. One of whom sadly couldn't make it to the trial today. One of the witnesses was this corgi who was this dog who was found at the crime scene. That is, it could have been a corgi.
Yeah, that looks like a corgi, yeah.
The dog told the police everything. That Maya Fey had stabbed herself.
Okay. Oh, it's your objection.
Oh, I totally did not stab myself, Mr. Mister.
You totally did.
That's fucking the courtroom theatrics.
Your Honor, I moved to to add this dog to the evidence.
Is he a witness or is he evidence?
It's a
would
dog-eat-dog world out there, Lunch.
Okay. Oh, he was the one who couldn't make it because there were no sprites of him. I mean, because he was busy. At the business
We're not that low budget of a production.
Of course, Your Honor.
Have you seen Bros in the Landfill?
The prosecutor calls Miles Edgeworth to the stand.
Oh
Well,
god.
it's time for Ralphie the Rat to come back.
Let's get out of the way
Oh my
of this
God.
motherfucker.
Will the
Ralphie-
witness state
Ralphie,
his
give
name
me
and
my mic back.
occupation for the record?
Ralphie! Miles Edgeworth! Precinct detective?
Precinct detective.
What's a precinct? Ralphie! Give me the fucking mic, Ralphie! I swear to God I will shoot you!
Miles Edgeworth. He's been a good friend of mine for a while now. This is familiar. He recently gave up being a prosecutor to pursue detective work. And execution work, apparently. Apparently he's really good at it.
I was the first detective on the scene after the call rang out. I was in charge of the initial investigation, and I know the facts of this case. Certainly, Your Honor. Why is Ralphie a better voice actor than me?
Because Ralphie actually tries.
I refuse to try is the thing.
Well,
that's
there you
that's
go.
why you'll always be second best, DSY. What?
Back to the case.
Ralphie's a dick. Why do we invite him
I
here?
don't know.
We don't. He just lives in my house and won't leave me alone. At 5:05 p.m., a call rang out from the nearby people park. What's a people
It's like
park?
a dog park, but for people, you fucking moron.
Yeah.
I'm a rat, you're racist against rats, aren't you, Lunchbillion?
Absolutely.
Apparently, a group of friends had been hiking when they saw a gruesome sight. A woman had reported to the emergency hotline operator that there had been a murder. I immediately arrived on the scene, but sadly the victim was long gone. The girl who had been stabbed was the 19-year-old Maya Fey. She had been stabbed in the esophagus.
She's 19. Could the timeline get any more fucky?
You know, she's older than Rouge the Bat.
No, but Trucy apparently exists and is grown up. And so how Maya's still 19? Where are we? When did anything? Oh God.
Yes.
This is just
Before
alternate
anybody
canon.
asks, being stabbed in the esophagus is absolutely physically possible.
Of course.
So shut your faces. The knife used was the switchblade, and me, I've never seen that blade in my life before. You ask.
Okay, well that'll be the contradiction
That was
because
suspicious.
the knife is his according to words.
The victim was taken to the coroner's office, and the knife was examined. I suspect Maya Fey was arrested on the spot due to the eyewitness accounts.
Mostly the one by a dog.
Yeah.
How long is this testimony, goddammit? We've looked at the case from every possible angle, but we cannot come up with another conclusion?
Got it.
The only possible answer is that Maya's murder is Maya Fey.
I find it a little cursed when Edgeworth points in this manner, to be honest, like in the Phoenix style.
I'm getting tired. I'm gonna give the mic back to DSY. What? Thank God. Stupid rat. I hate you.
His Honor is quite right. This testimony is quite conclusive.
How am I supposed to fight against that testimony?
So long. There's one other thing that this court should be made aware of. After arresting the suspect, a search was made of the victim's house. Maya has a house? The victim's last will and testament was found and analyzed. The will describes that Maya Fey is the murderer of Maya Fey and that nobody else is responsible.
That is
Well, absolutely zero commitment from Dizzy. Where did Ralphie go?
What? Ralphie got tired from the ridiculously long testimony.
Oh, that's a shame.
A handwriting analysis was performed on the will. The evidence shows that this is indeed the victim's handwriting.
okay. Can we read it?
I just realized I could I killed myself. I wasn't coerced to write this letter. The serial killer who shoots people with knives has nothing to do with this. My name is Maya Fey. Signed, Maya Fey. Loves and kisses for all eternity, Maya Fey.
That's fantastic.
Wonderful.
Yes, Your Honor?
Yes, Your
Well,
Honor.
you want to throw the ball? I mean, cross-examination, Your Honor? Do I have to do a tutorial? Of course I know what a cross-examination is. Why wouldn't I?
Nick. Lunch.
Don't worry, Maya. I've got this under control. I hope.
Mr. Nick! You better clear Mystic Maya's name, or else!
Jeez, Trucy, calm down. Is that any way to speak to your father?
Does Trucy have an accent now?
I'm not Tracy!
You sound like Aaron Hansen.
Ow! What was that for?
I'm not Trucy. Mr. Nick. Jeez, Try, you've really done it this time.
You're in big trouble when we get home, young lady. Do you hear me?
Why do you do this to me, Mr. Nick?
Why do I have the most speaking roles?
I don't know.
What the hell is going on?
Okay, let's look around. A call rang out at 5 or 5 p.m.
The knife would belong to Edgeworth, right?
Please,
Yeah, I
please
know,
do
I
not
just wanna
press
look at
everything.
We were friends been hiking on this old gruesome site. Women had reported to the emergency hotline operator that there had been a murder. I mean, if I've seen the victim was long gone. The girl had been stabbed in the esophagus, which is possible. But I've never seen the knife. But I, for no reason, know it's your knife. Objection! Come on, Edgeworth. Do you honestly expect me to believe that you have never seen this knife?
You better not be insinuating what I think you're insinuating.
Oh, hi, Ralphie. You bet I am. I'd like the court to read the description of the knife on record.
Of course, Your Honor. I will gladly read it out to the court. The knife that stabbed Maya in the throat has the defendant's fingerprints and is covered in her blood.
Go on, Mr. Payne. Continue reading the evidence description.
Yes, Your Honor. It says that it belongs to Miles Edgeworth.
And that's checkmate, Edgeworth. Proof that you are the one who owned the knife. And unless you have a police report saying it was stolen, all I can assume is that you were the culprit. You were the first on the scene. You had control of the evidence. You had the money to pay off witnesses, including a dog. Miles Edgeworth, I indict you for the murder of Maya Fey. Wearing gloves, you stabbed her in the esophagus. And while the act is entirely possible, she fought back, grabbing the knife, trying to pull away. But you overcame her and dealt the final blow. Case closed. You lose.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Wow, Lunch.
Thanks. Wait, why is everyone saying wow?
Wow, Mr. Nick.
Shut up, Trucy. You're grounded.
I'm not even. Oh, never mind.
Jesus H. Christ, right? Are you really that
Dense.
I think that.
dense?
What is Jesus' middle
I knew
name? Yeah, we're gonna move on.
Jesus! It's practically common knowledge that I am allergic to stabbing people. Why would I own a knife if it would... I can't read that.
Literally kill me.
If it would literally kill me.
What do you mean it's common knowledge that you're allergic to killing people?
Does it say that on his profile?
Did Edgeworth kill me? No, it doesn't. Did Edgeworth die after killing me in the other timeline?
No, he slashed you, obviously. And I thought you were my friend.
What? This is seriously the first time I am hearing about this.
Well, Your Honor, it looks like the defense's humanity... Humanity? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Humanity and competency has been proven null and void. I request a swift and painful verdict.
What? And so, Maya was found guilty. Was I not supposed to present the contradiction? Well, she would have if the asteroid did not hit the courtroom killing us. Well, that just matter what I fucking do.
Killing us all?
That doesn't do.
Ruffy the Rat will
Everyone
never
died in
die!
an instant, including Maya's ghost. Fuck you! Thankfully, death was painless, but the afterlife was far worse than I could imagine. Huh? Where am I? This isn't even the same as the other afterlife! Where are my legs? Wait, is that me? What are you doing in my body? Wait. Who is...
What are you doing in my body?
Who is this?
Your body? You are in my body!
Wait a minute! Lunch? Is that you?
Edgeworth? Lo and behold, the two of us have swapped bodies. It was awkward at first, but we eventually got adjusted to it. The hardest thing to accept was the fact that I now had edgy stabbing allergy. That definitely doesn't exist. Not being able to cut a steak, peel a potato, and defend my luscious locks took a lot of adjusting. Thankfully, Edgy was there for me. Despite how horribly I treated my friend before we died, he was forgiven. As time passed, we grew closer, and eventually found love. Apparently, Edgy has always had these feelings about me, and I'd be lying if I said I did not as well. Maybe being trapped in the body of the person I love is not so bad.
Got you. Wonderful.
I've got to go to the bathroom. Ralphie, take over for me.
Yeah, come here.
Fuck you!